It's really great to see you. Thank you so much for watching. Why don't we close our eyes and start with a really short prayer. Father God, we love you. Thank you so much that you sent your son Jesus, who died on a cross, making it possible for us to be friends with you once more. Jesus, thank you for all you've done for us. We love you so much. Amen. Amen. And last time, you may remember that our key point said this. It said, make Jesus the most important thing in your life. Make Jesus the most important thing in your life. And we thought through the story that we heard, the story of the man building the bigger barns. We learned that God promises to give us everything that we need. He might not give us everything that we want, but he will always give us everything we need. We also thought about how important it was to make Jesus the number one thing in our life, the number one person in our life. That's what our key point said, didn't it? Make Jesus the most important thing in your life. Put him first. And we also thought about how important it is to say thank you, which is how we started this little video, by giving thanks to Jesus and to Father God for all that he's done for us. Why don't we remind ourselves of the story one more time, this time done in Lego. Jesus told some really great stories, didn't he? Some fantastic stories. Right, now it's over to Tim.
Hi there, it's Tim here. We're learning about the foolish man who got all his stuff. He had such a good harvest, such a good crop. And so what he did is he built a really bigger barn to store all his stuff in, not realizing that it would all be taken away from him, and all that time and money he'd spent in building his barn would be wasted. So we're learning about building, and I discovered a game or an activity we could try just to help us remember and have a little bit of fun, or play a game with some people we know using barns and buildings. So what I did is I took a sheet of paper. Okay, there is a template for this you can find online, and we might get that template shared with you if you want to, but I made my own. So a sheet of A4 paper, which is a normal size piece of paper that comes out of a printer, and then using a ruler I was able to draw a grid onto this paper with a ruler, and I was able to draw strips of paper. I don't know how well you can see that, and possibly the numbers might be back to front, but hopefully they're the right way round. But I've got 4 rectangular squares, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and each square is 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, okay, wide, and I've got a little tiny tab at the end to see as well. Hopefully you could see that well. So they're 5 centimeters square, those, and then I fold those up and then stick the tab at the end. Maybe you've made a cube tab or a cube house before. Perhaps you have got somebody at home who can help you, maybe a bit older, to make or construct these if you think this is going to be a bit difficult. Anyway, you fold those up. You might put a drawing on one of the sides or all of the sides for a bit like a house or a barn. So here we go. I've created one here. Let me hold that up for you. You can see I've got that hollow square box there, and I've drawn a bit of a side of a building or a barn on one side. Now also using another sheet of paper, okay, I divided that into squares. I'm going to hold this up for you guys there, about 6 centimeters wide by 6 centimeters, and they're going to be the roof bits on there. So I've ended up with a whole set of these cubes, okay, and then a whole set of these roof sections that are just going to balance on the top. So if you like playing Jenga or games like that, or balancing games with other people, it's an opportunity to do that. Now I've made 11 boxes here, and then the time left on this video, I'm going to see on a slightly windy day if it's going to actually work, and I'm going to be able to make a stack. Or there's just a bit of a breeze there, as you can see. I'm not very optimistic. So let's go. Let's see how it works, and then perhaps you can have a go at making them. So I've tried to draw lots of separate and different types or fronts of these buildings, as you can see, just to get a bit different. I'm hoping the more I get on, a little bit of movement there, it'll go. So take a bit of time to make your buildings. Another roof section. Okay, there's a fail. So wind blew, it all fell over. When I did it inside, I got up to 11 high, and we'll see about how that goes. You see, it's just blowing away a little bit more. But hopefully you might have an interesting time making and doing that as well. So here's my second attempt. I've got up to a little bit higher than last time. The wind blew all the rectangles around the garden, all the squares around the garden, which was hilarious. Me trying to pick them up is getting a little bit taller. Let's see if I can get a little bit taller. Let's see if I can get to the top of the screen before the wind blows them all away. Fail. Well, let's see how you guys get on yourselves. Maybe catch you later.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Tim. And remember, if you do make a craft or a Lego creation, please ask one of your grown-ups at home to send it in to me, and I will make sure that it gets included in one of our future videos. Okay, it's almost the end of our time together, but we've just got a couple of things still to do. We're going to sing a song called Bigger Barns. You might spot the person in the video, and then we're going to spend some time with Chunky Monkey, and we'll see you next time. So let's sing that song, Build a Bigger Barn.
A rich man, a farmer, he had such a big surprise when he looked at his harvest. It was then that he realized it was enormous. He'd never seen a crop near this size. He must build a place to accommodate his prize. He thought, I'll build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn. Build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn. This rich man, this farmer, decided to do away with old barns, build new ones, and in them his crop could stay. Then he'd take life easy, sit back and be merry every day. He thought, I'll build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn. Build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn. But God said, how foolish. Tonight you're going to die. Then who gets your fortune when you say your last goodbye? Don't store up your wealth or you'll end up like this guy. Give all to God and He will satisfy. So don't you build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn. Build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn, barn, bigger barn, build a bigger barn, bigger barn.
Well, hello again, Chunky Monkey. It's so good to see you again. Oh, it's good to be back. Well, have you had a good week? I had a grand week. I went out with my good friend, Goggy Genshin. Oh, you went out with your good friend, Bobby Benson. Go anywhere exciting? Oh, I just went to the park and had a few goes on the swings and the slides. Oh, you went to the park and you had a few goes on the swings and the slides. I did, and actually, Goggy Benson had a rather funny joke. Oh, Bobby Benson had a rather funny joke. Could you share it with all of us? I will, if I remember it. Hang on. I know. Oh, yes, here it is. What is made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? What is made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? That's what I said. What is made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? I've no idea, Chunky. What is made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? A shoe. A shoe. Because it sounds like a chew. Oh. Right. That's all we got time for this week. We'll see you again next time. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. You see, a shoe that you wear on your feet is made of leather. And if you say it, a shoe, it sounds a bit like a chew. It sounds like a sneeze. Anyway, lots of love, Chunky.